So after a bit of a losing streak, I kind of deleted all my decks and just rebuilt the Mono Black deck from the ground up. So I'm quite happy with the results so far, but I'm not gonna give it a name until it proves itself further lah. I mean, if I go on another losing streak, I'll probably just like delete this deck again and then like start all over again from the drawing board. So no point giving it a name. So anyway, how did this like thing come about? So I was like going through YouTube, like finding some like mono black videos for inspiration. So that CGB guy, what's his name? Your Covert Gold Blue or something, CGB. He did a mono black deck, but everything is removable. So it's like basically removal tribal. Your spells, your kill spells remove creatures. Your creatures also remove creatures. Your planeswalkers remove creatures. Like everything which is not a land in that deck can destroy creatures or planeswalkers. Then one of the cards used was like Henrika Domnathi. So the thing about Henrika, right, is it can potentially be better than Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Why? Because okay, for both Henrika and Sheoldred, right? Okay, let's do some organization a bit. Okay, so as I was saying, Henrika and Sheoldred. So worst case scenario for both, this one needs you need to play on like your pre-combat main phase. Then will go to your combat phase. Then it will do like beginning of combat. Then it gets to do its thing lah. You can either kill a creature, but if you don't have additional creatures on the board, it will just like your Henrika will just like do the unthinkable lah. You're just like you get what I mean lah. She'll just like S-word herself lah in order to get rid of the creature. She'll just sacrifice herself, yes, in order to sacrifice the creature at the opponent's side of the board. Either that or you get to draw a card and lose one life, so basically it will replace itself. Or you can transform, then you can get like 3 life link, which can fly, can evade a lot of stuff. Then you also can bump it, so you can like just get more life, you can do your Staff of Completion more times. So yeah, that's the utility lah. And okay, so okay, where were we? Yes, Henrika versus Sheoldred. So Henrika gets to do the stuff like on the turn you play it, but you need to play it during the pre-combat main phase. Then go to combat, you do its stuff. Sheoldred on the other hand, you need to like play it and then wait for your opponent's turn to draw a card, then they will take 2 damage. So if your opponent has open mana and a removal spell in their hand during your turn, that's the absolute worst case scenario. So Henrika and Sheoldred will die before. In that case, Henrika and Sheoldred will both die before they get to do their thing. So what happens in the second worst case scenario? Not as bad, but still bad. So what happens is your opponent has a removal in hand, but they don't have the open mana. So in this case, Henrika wins out. Why? Because they have their removal spell, but they cannot cast it when you go to combat. So you can either like remove a creature, you can either like use Henrika as a removal spell, or as a Phyrexian Arena, like draw 1 card, lose 1 life, replace your Henrika with something else. So get some value out of it. So in this case, Henrika gets to go off, but Sheoldred doesn't get to go off because once they're untapped, right, before going to draw phase, they just remove your Sheoldred and they don't even get to take the damage. Now moving on to the third worst case scenario. So both Henrika and Sheoldred get to do their thing before. That means that the opponent has no removal spells in their hand, but they draw a removal spell on their draw step. So in this case, you already like draw a card, you get some card advantage out of Henrika, or you get to remove a creature, that's also card advantage out of Henrika. Unless it's a token, but that one we got like board wipes for that. So you already got the value out of Henrika if your opponent top decks a removal spell, or has a sorcery speed removal spell. You also get the value out of Sheoldred in that case, but the thing is, what value do you get out of Sheoldred here? You just get to shock your opponent for 2, and then your Sheoldred dies. It doesn't replace itself. You need to wait for your next turn to go and in order to like gain 2 life out of the card draw. So for that reason, in certain cases, Henrika can be better than Sheoldred. Sheoldred is still good against like control decks where you got your Teferi trying to draw cards like that. So I'm still keeping 1 copy of Sheoldred in the board. I don't want to go up to 2 copies again, but what do I like swap it out for? I got 27 lands here, I can swap a land out for Sheoldred, but bad things happen when I go to 26 lands. I've already tried it out. So anyway, I've got a big Sheoldred and Cemetery Desecrator. So this one is both of these are like the equivalent of the Ravenous Chupacabra, but they are bigger size, but you need to pay more mana. So this is a Chupacabra which can take out Planeswalkers, but it cannot shoot straight. This is a Chupacabra which is slightly more expensive, can shoot straight, can kill Planeswalkers or creatures, but you need to exile stuff from the graveyard, and if there's no like permanent with a high enough mana value in your graveyard, you won't be able to take out the creature or the Planeswalker anyway. So let's say against 5-color domain, you want to take out an Atraxa with the Cemetery Desecrator, will be a bit hard. You need to get rid of another Atraxa or a Tali in their graveyard. But you want to use their Atraxa and their Tali, so you don't want to do that. You could remove your Breach the Multiverse, but once you cast Breach the Multiverse already, you're more or less going to win. And you only got 1 in your main board, so yeah. But anyway, also another good thing about a Cemetery Desecrator is that it's good at flipping battles. So we've got into... Okay, this deck has only like 3, 6... Well, it has 9 creatures in the deck, which is like a bit less, but got Invasion of Innistrad and Invasion of Fiora. Both of them can turn into creatures. This one can make more creatures. So we've got Cemetery Desecrator to flip this. We've got Henrika to fly over the opponents and then hit this. But most of the time, before we just swing our creatures like once or twice, then like the game is over already because like the opponent knows where it's going, then they concede. Okay, so anyway, this is board wipe. And another change I made, right, is I'm bringing the Sylex in main board. It will trip over the Staff of Completion, but even with a Sylex on the board, you can still use the Staff of Completion as a mana rock. So you can still like pay 2 life to add 1 mana of any color. Then against tokens, you can just pop the thing for 0, spare your Staff of Completion, and then like wipe out all their tokens. So these two can still be in the same deck. You don't have to like board out one to board in the other. Then Breach the Multiverse is for the Atraxa matchup. Cruelty of Gix also for the Atraxa matchup. Now with this deck, right, when you go up against a Atraxa deck, normally when I play the old version of Mono Black, it's like I mean the one with no Breach the Multiverse, no Cruelty of Gix, the one where you try to just get in and like deal damage fair and square. those with the Tenacious Underdogs, Gix, Evolve Sleeper, Graveyard Trespassers. It's like you can damage the opponent how many times you want, but then once a Traxxer hits the board already, that's it. Whatever you did is like all irrelevant. You can like remove their Traxxer, but they've already drawn like their second Traxxer, their Tali, whatever. So that's not fun at all. But if you, with this version of Mono Black, right, going up against 5-color domain is like a dopamine rush, because like you want to like, why? Because you can get to play with a Traxxer. It's like, okay, where's my Cruelty of Gix? Can I make him discard as a Traxxer? Haha, I discarded as a Traxxer. Now let me bring back as a Traxxer. Then once you get the Traxxer, right, you can draw into all the stuff you need to deal with their Traxxer, and potentially get your Breach the Multiverse, get more Traxxers out of their deck, and then like, yeah, that's where the fun is. So anyway, moving on to the, oh yes, one more thing, Vraska, I moved it into the main board, so this is removal. But you get to pick what you get to remove. And in case they use like the invasion of Gobbledygook, I mean the invasion of Gobakan, you can still get past the indestructible. And also can get past the death triggers with Vraska's ability -2. And you get to ulti. Okay, so if you play Vraska on turn 6 or turn 5 at full cost with 6 loyalty, if they don't answer, and you have a Staff of Completion on the board, if they don't answer the Vraska during the next turn, if they don't answer Vraska within the next turn, and they don't answer your Staff of Completion the turn after that, they just die. There's a match which I played, like, there's a match which I'll include later where this came up. It's like they just like they don't even get any like recourse around it. Like even if you ulti Lily, they can still like build back up from that. If you ulti Vraska and you have a Staff of Completion on the board the turn after, they just die. But okay, you need to have the life to pull it off. But the decks where you get to pull it off, let's say like blue-white control, maybe even domain, you get to pull it. They're like kind of slow to attack. They'll deal all their damage at once, which gives you the window you need to like pay 9 life to make your opponent lose the game. It's fun. So anyway, on to the sideboard. Concealing Curtains for the mono red matchup, or even like any control matchup. Doesn't matter what cards they draw when you flip the Concealing Curtains. It's just it's just like you flip the Concealing Curtains, you see a good card in their hand, you just throw away that card, then they draw a card. Like, who cares if you... So the chances of them drawing a replacement for that card just went down. In a way. Like, this is good against, let's say you throw away their Wandering Emperor, that's one less Wandering Emperor to deal with. You throw away their Traxxer, there's one Traxxer you get to play with. So yeah, Concealing Curtains is good. It's 4 toughness up against, let's say, stuff like Mono Red. If you throw away stuff like their Lightning Bolt, there's 3 less damage that's going at your face. So they need to use their Nahihi's War Crafting to deal with this, which is also good. Duress for the control matchup. Another Vraska for additional removal, maybe against 5-color domain. And also because I want to like ulti Vraska against slower decks, like you get to draw its Sky Advantage removal and the potential chance of killing your opponent. So okay, before March of the Machine Aftermath, right? March of the Machine Aftermath has a combo with All We Want and Nixilis Captive Tyrant. So before that, there's another 2-card combo, which is Vraska's Betrayal, Sting, and Staff of Completion. You just need the Vraska to go untouched for 1 turn, and you need 9 life. But if you get both of that, your opponent just dies. So Breach the Multiverse for the Traxxer matchup. Always fun to see this go off. Just play around the Disdainful Strokes, and yeah, you get to play a Traxxer. So Unlicensed Hearse for some graveyard hate. You might want to use this against control to get their memory deluges out of their graveyard, so they don't get to look at cards with it. Listening Deluge is for, let's say, blue-white soldiers or the green-white enchantments, it could be another path to of peril. Like Glistening Deluge and Path of Peril is like mostly here for the same thing. For decks which go white, this one is for decks which are not green or white. This one is for decks which have green or white creatures. The thing about Glistening Deluge, right, is that okay. Let me just mention the disadvantages of Glistening Deluge compared to Path of Peril first. So Glistening Deluge, like let's say, what happens if your opponent plays let's say blue-white soldiers. So blue-white soldiers, you can give a lot of things in blue-white soldiers like -3/-3. But what happens if they play one of those like Zephyr Sentinel? That's a blue creature is gonna get -1/-1. And if they do their like that thing where you bounce it back to their hand, it'll become a 3/2 instead of a 2/1. So it won't really help against like the Zephyr Sentinel. Then if a deck plays too many wedding announcements, all the creatures become like 4/4s or have 4 toughness, so you can't really use Glistening Deluge against it. So in that case, you want Path of Peril. But the benefit of Glistening Deluge against Path of Peril is Invasion of Gobakan. Because Invasion of Gobakan, they can just like sack the Invasion of Gobakan, give all their stuff indestructible. So Path of Peril will do fuck all against that. But Glistening Deluge can still like wipe the board because it's -X/-X, which will bypass indestructible. So Graveyard Trespassers for additional creatures. This goes in against control or any like graveyard synergies. Then Phyrexian Arena for this card advantage. The rate of drawing cards for Phyrexian Arena is better than the Staff of Completion. Actually, I might want to change this up for Sorin. Although Sorin is vulnerable to Disdainful Stroke, Sorin will synergize with the Staff of Completion. And it looks like Sorin is also designed such that if I play the Sorin on turn 4, because doesn't matter like because I can't play Staff of Completion on turn 2 lah, so there's no chance to play Sorin on turn 4. I mean, there's no chance to play Sorin on turn 3. So if I play Sorin on turn 4, then +1, doesn't matter if I draw the card or not. Like the rate, if it's a Breach the Multiverse, I won't put it into my hand, but I still get the plus of Sorin. If it's Cruelty of Gix, or maybe even Invasion of Fiora, I can put it in my hand and the rate will be slightly higher than Staff of Completion. But it's still okay, I guess. So if I plus the Sorin on turn 4, there's 5 loyalty. Turn 5, if they don't remove the Sorin, they don't attack the Sorin, damage the Sorin, I just proliferate twice with the Staff of Completion. That means if I have a Staff of Completion on board lah. So Sorin at 5 loyalty on turn 5, then proliferate with Staff of Completion, 6 loyalty, untap 5 mana, proliferate again, 7 loyalty. Now turn 5 I can just deal 13 damage to the opponent, and then I gain 13 life. Then I can just use the Staff of Completion 3 more times. So yeah, there is a case for playing Sorin the Mirthless, like either in the sideboard or the main board. Maybe I'll explore that in future. So anyway, some things which I've excluded is, one thing I excluded is the Gix command. So people are saying, oh, this is the replacement for Invoke Despair. It is a replacement for Invoke Despair, but you need to like build around it. You need to play like many creatures in your decks, like your Evolved Sleepers, your Tenacious Underdogs, your Graveyard Trespassers, your Phyrexian Obliterators, your Sheoldred Apocalypse. You get the idea lah, your Gix, that 3 mana, that Gix. But the thing is, all of these creatures are useless once the Atraxa hits the board. And if you think that all these creatures can like get through, that can aggro through and like kill your opponent before they, or get your opponent half day before they put their Atraxa. Nope, you're mistaken. They can just, nowadays, all the domain decks, they play Sunfall, they play like Leyline Vibing, they play very cheap sweepers lah. So your board will get swept before the Atraxa hits the board. Once the Atraxa hits the board, doesn't matter if they're at 1 life, they just like stabilize. Okay, maybe it matters if they're 1 life if you have a Graveyard Trespasser, but I don't. More often than not, they'll be, let's say, like at 2 life, 3 life, like that, and then they get a Atraxa on the board, and then, yeah, it just ends lah. So for that reason, there are not many creatures in this deck. So mode number 1 is kinda not that useful, because you most of the time want creatures to put the counters on. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. It is a sweeper, but wedding announcement will make all their things like, if they put down 2 wedding announcements, right, this will become useless. Because all their creatures will be 3 power and higher. Against domain, the destroy each creature with power 2 or less is also useless, because if they do hurt migration, all their beasts are like 3 power, so you can't destroy their beast with Gix command. 2 creature cards from the graveyard to the hand. Like I was saying, not many creatures, so doesn't really help. So the only thing which helps is each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. So why not just play like the Vraska and then like just like do the same thing? Or if you remove enough creatures, even Liliana can. If you remove enough creatures with like all your removal spells, even Liliana can do the same thing as this. So anyway, yeah, this is the deck. Onto the matches. So like, share, and subscribe. It helps a lot. Like top decking a Staff of Completion at a opportune moment. So we're up against Bear Cavalry or Bear Cavalry. Okay, OBS is running. Opponent is choosing which player will play first. Okay, glad he didn't have to think about that for too long. And yeah, let's keep this hand. Yeah, I mean, like, Bear Cavalry and this, like, what would you expect? Okay, so I'll just put this down. And we're up against a Traxxer. So I guess I'll put this down. The Celestus. Okay, and this is interesting. Now we have an option to... If he doesn't mainboard Duress, we have an option to, like, play one of his Atraxas. Haha, Elesh Dawn. Oh, this will be a bit of a problem though. But anyway... yeah, I can do this.
Happy to help, but I drop it.
So there's the invasion of Zendika. I don't think the 4-color domain or the 5-color domain, I think it's 5-color domain, I don't think the domain decks will play... Why do I call it 5-color domain if it like plays... Ooh, well, look at the forest. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, wait, let's discard cards first.
Don't overthink things.
There goes a Sunfall. Oh Okay. Looks like we got God for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think there is a case to... I don't think I need to proliferate here. I mean, I could have, like, I could have, like, used the Liliana, but I kind of forgot.
Interested in dying today.
I wonder what he will... I wonder what he will leyline binding. Oh! Oh shit, I should have proliferated. No, I should have proliferated. I should have proliferated. You know why? So I can look for the... I can look for Breach the Multiverse and then just cast it on this turn. Oh boy, do I have news for you. If I attack with this, then I can like kill this because I don't like his face, but nah, I think it's unnecessary.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
So against 4-color domain, made a few misplays there. I should have proliferated instead of draw a card. So I can like do the Breach the Multiverse and then play a Traxxer. Anyway, what do we want against him? We don't want cut downs. Let's put in the Concealing Curtains. We want more card advantage. Cemetery Desecrator isn't very useful here. The main reason for using Cemetery Desecrator is to kill Planeswalkers in addition to creatures, but Etali and Atraxa are like 7 power, so where do we like get 7 power? So we I mean 7 mana value, so we don't have many like 7 mana values in our deck. And I don't think he will reanimate his Atraxa, so it's in my interest to keep the Atraxas in his graveyard. So for that reason, gonna board out the Cemetery Desecrator, gonna put in Breach the Multiverse. Anything I do not want. I mean, I could do like card advantage. Let's do something silly. Let's remove Sheoldred and put in a Phyrexian Arena. And maybe down one March of Wretched Sorrow and Vraska. Yeah, let's see how this works out. I'm gonna keep this and pray that I draw my third land drop. Hey, wait, no. Did I mulligan? Yeah, I clicked the wrong button. Gosh. What the fuck am I doing here? No, because if I kept that hand, what I've done is I put down the concealing curtains. There, these concealing curtains. So as I just like set myself one card down for like almost the same hand. You get what I mean, right? I mean, if he wants to leyline binding this, it's okay. Like, he doesn't draw a card and he trades this for leyline binding. We kill his Topiary Stomper before it becomes a problem. This turn we go take the Atraxa out of his hand. Anything else I want to get? Let's find out. Oh, he doesn't want to deal with this nonsense. He knows what's coming. Do I keep this and pray for a third land drop? Maybe not. Haha. I don't want mulligan to 5, so yeah, let's do it like this. Oh, this is blue-white control. And this is a make disappear waiting to happen. So if he wants to cast a Memory Deluge, the most he'll get is a Memory Deluge, which he could have casted anyway, unless he runs Consider in his main deck. So yeah, this is blue-white control, because there is more than 2 basic lands, and I haven't seen any like swamps yet. I mean, I could mill cards here, and then I could use a Takenuma lah, or just like destroy his deserted beach.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Might be a bad idea. I could have used the thing to find Sheoldred and then like cast it. But do you think he will? But do you think he'll leave mana open? Like he'll definitely leave mana open to counter wherever I play on turn 5.
May your blade strike true. Remember your training.
So let me show you. I'm gonna play this. Then if he has to make disappear, he'll make disappear and destroy this. He'll make disappear, sacrifice this, I'll need to pay 4. So he'll get rid of his samurai, but at least he'll keep the Wandering Emperor on the board. See, I told you there wasn't a point of using Takenuma there, because if I did draw a Sheoldred,
Guards, to me.
He still would have like.
I have got new moves to teach you.
See, I show you, he's definitely gonna counter this. So anyway, how do we deal with this guy? I don't think we need a Breach the Multiverse. Shit. Oh, drop my headphones. So what do we want here? Yeah, we want a Phyrexian Arena and Invasion of Fiora. Nah, I don't think we need an Invasion of Fiora. Invasion of Innistrad. No, so maybe do this and this. Or I could do something like remove the Path of Peril, put in a Concealing Curtains. Let's see how this works out. Wow, nope. Do you think I want to mount to 5? I mean, if he mounts to 6, maybe I mount to 5. Although this is a lot of action. Well, I'll just bottom Liliana and Sheoldred here. The mulligans like get worse and worse. At least it's like more diversified lah. I get to kill like different stuff with whatever I have in hand. Dissipate, Mind Splice, Silver Scrutiny, 2 Sunfalls. And you get something through. So basically he just cycled his Silver Scrutiny. If this gets countered, at least we know what's in his hand. For that reason, I think I should have played the Liliana. Because it would be better to get the Liliana countered. Because if the Liliana is on the board, already, like, what do I want to discard from here? So he doesn't have instant speed removal. I don't even need to use the Liliana here, I guess. I can just put this down. Just pick cards out of his hand. I don't even need to use the Sylex as well. If he wants to use a Sunfall, here, maybe I'll just crack the Sylex next turn. Because he can use Otawara to get back the thing. he could use Otawara to... I mean, he could use Otawara to get rid of his, like, to save his Mind Splice apparatus. So that's gonna be a problem. Wait, first we swing here. Do we do this? Or later, after we get down the... After we crack the Sylex.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Drop it.
Because once he uses his Otawara, it's... once he uses his Otawara, it's like his Mind Splice apparatus is no longer safe.
Do not touch me again. Don't overthink things.
And this return... Oh, it can return Planeswalkers, so I can't like do like stuff with the Liliana.
You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer.
Should I just like crack the Sylex and then...
I've made it just in time. Show them the edge of your blade.
Okay, change of plans.
It's calculated.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Keep your eyes sharp. them the edge of your blade.
Oh, okay.
You won't be outsmarting me.
I'll return soon.
Oh, looks like we need to make him discard 5 more cards. This has double strike. So ask the blockers. So I don't have Breach the Multiverse in this deck. I boarded it out.
Drop it.
No, I should draw cards here so I can potentially play like something.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. Back to wandering. Keep watch for intruders.
Past is a puzzle, and I'm going to solve it. Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Ugh, I really don't have time for you. be outsmarting me.
So can I like hold priority and draw a card off the Sylex?
Running out of time.
Okay, sure. Maybe I should thin my deck a bit. He won't be able to cast like Silver Scrutiny here. He doesn't want to deal with this bullshit. Imagine if he draws like a Wandering Emperor here. But who cares? Oh, does he have a counter for this? Imagine he has a counter and a Wandering Emperor. So there's no instant speed removal there. I think there's a card draw spell in his hand.
Enough with the mysteries. Come for answers. We all have things we'd rather forget.
So I better not use this to attack, otherwise I will get in trouble with the Wandering Emperor. I should draw a card. If I draw a card here, I can discard his like counter spell, if it is a counter spell. Do I draw cards here? No Wandering Emperor. No Wandering Emperor. Oh, okay. That was like fucking... That was fucking long. So Glistening Deluge works better than Path of Peril if he has Search of Salvation. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Maybe now will be a good time to get the sweepers off the board. Draw a card that you gain life equals the number of cards in your hand. No, because if he puts down a land, then if I want to make him discard cards, he can dig deeper with the Memory Deluge. That's why I didn't want him to cast the Memory Deluge. Nah, we put Liliana later. So if he has a depopulate or what you call it, he has a depopulate or sunfall, he will need to use it now. So Wandering Emperor come out, we can snipe the Wandering Emperor. So against control, I guess Sheoldred is better than Henrika, but then again Henrika can draw me cards. Artifact creature, enchantments, and graveyards. What? Did he seriously like exile his own memory deluge? Okay. I'm not complaining. Oh, okay, since he is tapped out.
When I win, you're telling me what you know. Drop it.
Syncopate. Oh, now I'm a bit scared. Does he have a counter spell? Let's find out.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Create a samurai?
I'm never done for good. My judgment is final.
Okay.
Drop it.
Anyway. Oh, wait. I only got 5. You gotta kill this.
Delay. Nothing more.
Will he let me like kill? Will he let me like one turn kill him with the Staff of Completion?
This ends today.
Oh, I was worried he was gonna exile this. Anyway, so the thing is, right, I can kill him for... No, because the thing is, right, I really... The correct play here, right, when we play the Sheoldred, remove his Eternal Wanderer. But what I can also do is I can proliferate to 8, and then untap, proliferate to 9, ulti, and then if he... Okay, if I lose this, it's gonna be on me. I say, if I lose this, it's gonna be on me. Because he can tap this and then like... You need to exile this thing. If he knows what I'm gonna do next, right? He will need to exile the Staff of Completion. But I mean, like, even if this comes back, right? The beginning of my end step, so I don't even need to do anything here. I just need to no attacks, then I just end my turn. Then in response to his plus, I just stab this and then I kill him, he dies. Holy shit, I fucking didn't expect to do that. So we're up against Pepto. Huh. I cannot keep this hand. I can keep this hand. Gotta keep this and then bottom. Shit. Okay, if this is mono red, I will regret this. Oh, this is Demir. Or is it Esper? So this is definitely a counter spell waiting to happen. Maybe they want to flash in like the fairy mastermind. Oh. So this is Esper control? Or they're just like using the lens to cycle? No, I really don't want to. Yeah, I know what I can do here. I could force him to make a might and then kill the might. Ah.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to fight. Our eyes are everywhere.
Let's see if this gets countered. So I sort of expected that, and now he is tapped out. What do I do if he stepped out? Maybe I play the Cruelty of Gix here. Wait, so 1, 2, then 3. Nah, I just play Liliana here.
A fight? And you think you can win? Don't overthink things.
So we won't be doing any attacking anytime soon. I didn't want him drawing cards there, that's why I did not cast the Cruelty of Gix.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Why is he having trouble like deciding what to discard? That means everything in his hand is good. Which is a problem. So like I was saying,
Nobody knows, Domino. We all have things we'd rather forget.
so will this get countered? Let's find out. But if he counters this, then his last card is gone. But I also lose the Liliana here, so that is gonna be a problem.
Don't overthink things.
Maybe I could have done it differently.
That's so serious. Bet you can't catch us. We all have things we'd rather forget. You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Gotta thin the deck a bit.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That's like basically all of his counter spells. Or at least like
You won't be outsmarting me. I'm tired of your secrets.
if he has something to kill the Liliana, then I just like screwed myself.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Tough choice.
Nope, you don't get to ulti your Liliana. I mean, you can ulti the Liliana, but I don't think you want to do that. I think he's considering he wants to ulti me. They'll just set me down to 4 lands, I think, if he decides to keep his Liliana and ulti his Lily. But then what would that leave him with? 1 land? He's really gonna do it. Oh.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Well then, I'm not gonna do anything here. Because he can't make me sacrifice the Liliana as long as it's in his hand. Unless he plays something here and then discards, then he won't be able to make me sacrifice the thing, but at least I get a draw to do something else later.
Don't bother begging. I'm fresh out of mercy.
Okay, now let's see what happens. I mean, I have 4 lands and you have 2. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, no, fuck, why you? Yes, correct.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Oh, I can't use the Takenuma like this.
I'm tired of your secrets. You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer. You won't be outsmarting me. One of your friends has to leave.
Yeah, I think I did it wrongly, but unfortunately, I need the Vraska around. He's probably gonna discard the shoulder anyway, lah. So that's bad, I guess. At least I can draw into more action. I mean, this is the price you pay for like playing mono black control. The matches don't go like as fast as you want them to go. He has something he
Don't overthink things.
okay, wait, so 4, 3, 4, I can do this. I can do this. Now I got no more Liliana. Okay, on to the next round. Let's hope this goes faster. Then what do I want here? I want no cut downs. You want the concealing curtains? Maybe you just border all the Breach the Multiverse lah. We do it the same way like we do with the blue-white control. The Cruelty as well, we just get rid of it. Invasion also can get rid of it. Like this. I could put in a arena and yeah, let's do it like this. Okay, so where were we? No, thing is, like, should I keep the Cruelty of Gix inside? You know what? Okay, fuck. I'll just go down one go for the trope, win the Cruelty of Gix. There. Let's see how this works out. This cannot. Okay, this is more like it. Bottom the Cruelty of Gix and if the opponent wants to waste a removal spell on it, so be it. So he used go for the throat on this. Ooh, wait. What does this do again? Opponent draws their second card each turn. Yeah, I don't want to deal with like the Sheoldred here. Maybe we can snipe the Fairy Mastermind with the March of Wretched Sorrow. This might be a mistake, but I gotta do it anyway. So this way I can use Henrika to sacrifice the Graveyard Trespasser. Or I could use the Liliana. He doesn't have a counter spell, time to capitalize on that. Next turn I'll use Henrika to draw cards. Then we swing at him, I guess. Or he wastes cards on this Revealing Eye. Oh, so it's looking for answers.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Sacrifices must be made. You won't be outsmarting me.
I mean, I'll probably have to discard the other Liliana.
Drop it.
So this is 2 converted mana, this is 3 converted mana. How do you draw cards if you don't have blue mana? Or you might have tapped something a bit wrongly there.
I'm tired of your secrets. Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Okay, so maybe we want more removal. Yeah, let's do something like this. Gotta keep this and pray for third land drops and fourth land drops and so on. Oh shit, no lands. Finally, lands.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. I've always hated crowds. The others can deal. I'll be back. Off you go.
So if he puts down the Teferi, this is a problem. Actually not. Because if I didn't get the 5th mana there, I could just use the Henrika to like literally destroy the Sheoldred. Five, anything with 5 converted mana cost. Nope. What about 9? No. I could use a line from the Graveyard Trespasser, but I want to flip the Sheoldred.
Hope you're ready for I got someone on the inside. Mission's compromised. Time to go.
How about that? Wow, okay. That was yeah, okay. I didn't when I like saw my opening hand, I didn't expect to win there, but I did. The Staff of Completion really came in clutch. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Like, share, and subscribe. It helps as much as top decking a Staff of Completion, which allows you to squeeze one more extra sacrifice out of Liliana and like get the ball rolling and keep on top of like destroying you guys' permanents. And yeah, you get the idea. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Bye bye.